Greetings, my fellow film lovers, sovereign thinkers. It's LL3's News Podcast. My name is Craig, transmitting from the beautiful, swampy mangrove of South Florida, and today's date is Thursday, August 16th, 2018. So let us begin. Oh yeah, nice, warm, dismal early Thursday morning. Hey, it's how it goes. It's sun hasn't come up yet, so I've just decided to do a show right along the new river of Fort Lauderdale. Hopefully everyone's doing well. And read an article by Natural News stating that Noam Chomsky condemns the censorship that's going on by the big techs, which is good. And many others as well. Whereas InfoWars and even Teleser got censored by Facebook. And just to let you know, right now, my content's been banned from yours.org, and hopefully I'll just make sure I like to get this resolved as soon as possible. And I'll just leave it at that until further notice. It looks like the judge has actually ripped the Sun Sentinel for the redacted information. If I'm correct. Yeah, I've been looking at some of the briefs on my email. And yeah, just one of those things, just just kicking back as usual. So I'm going to do a few things here. I'm not going to go too crazy. Try to do it under an hour, because sometimes I get a little bit over. I notice some people don't really want to listen to it at times, but others that do. So I thank you and all that. So this came out yesterday from the Collective Evolution, and it says here, federal court rules in favor of Big Pharma and determines that CBD has no medicinal value. It's by Alana Kettler. And let's see what they have to say here. In brief, the facts: despite a tremendous amount of research proving that CBD has medicinal value, the DEA still insists it is categorized as a Schedule I substance in the Controlled Substances Act. The Supreme Court recently decided that it has no medicinal value. Oh yeah, Supreme Court, please think for me. You let me know real men have scrotums too? Reflect on. Many have absolutely sworn by CBD for assisting with issues of chronic pain and for stopping seizures, with other illicit drugs such as cocaine and meth are less harmful category. It would seem that there are some interests at hand here. Absolutely. So I'll proceed. Last week, the hemp industry in the United States faced a roadblock after the federal U.S. Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals upheld a decision by the Drug Enforcement Agency to list cannabinoidal or CBD as a Schedule I controlled substance under the Controlled Substances Act. It's worth pointing out that CBD has no psychoactive effects, and it has not the same as THC. The active ingredient that gets you high is when smoking marijuana. The definition of a Schedule I controlled substance is as follows: Schedule I drug, substance, or chemicals are defined by the federal government as drugs with no currently accepted medical use and the high potential for abuse. Schedule I, subsection 1, drugs are the most dangerous drugs of all the drug schedules with potentially severe psychological and physical dependence. Let that sink in for a moment. Keep in mind that the methamphetamine, aka crystal meth, cocaine, phenol, and oxycodone will fall under the Schedule II category in the Controlled Substances Act. I don't know about you, but to me, something feels off about this. Back in 2016, the hemp industry brought a lawsuit against the government when the DEA issued a clarifying rule that claimed CBD was in fact an illicit drug simple because it was a byproduct of cannabis flowers. A report released by the Denver Post explained, represented by Denver-based cannabis law firm Hoban Law Group, the Hemp Industries Association and other hemp businesses challenged the DEA's rule and alleged the agency overstepped its bounds by essentially scheduling substances, notably cannabinoids, that were not classified as an illicit in the Controlled Substances Act. Additionally, they argue the hemp-derived extracts rich in CBD or cannabinoid are protected under the state laws and Farm Bill provisions. The rules could be misinterpreted by other federal and local agencies, leading to unlawful product seizures and chilling, booming, multi-billion-dollar hemp products industry, Hoban attorneys had said. The DEA responded by claiming that they had simply provided clarification to the existing law and stated that their decision makes no substantive change to the government's control of any substance. Again, the DEA is failing to acknowledge the major differences between the industrial hemp, which, by the way, provided the paper for the original Declaration of Independence to be written on, and it contains virtually no psychoactive properties. THC, on the other hand, does produce strong psychoactive effects, so the DEA maintains their stance by saying that because CBD comes from the flowering parts of the cannabis plant and cannabinoids are in found parts of the cannabis plant that fall within the definition of marijuana, such as the flowering tops, resin, and leaves. The Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals agreed to the DEA's decision to clarify that CBD and thereof a marijuana extract thankfully produces a CBD, vowed to appeal the decision. We will be appealing and we'll be funding that appeal, said Michael Brubeck, CEO of Centuria Natural Foods and the plaintiff in the case. Centuria was joined in this challenge by the Hemp Industries Association. During the decision-making process, the panel consisting of 3 judges said the plaintiffs had failed to comment during the DEA's rulemaking process, which is what inviolably nullified the majority of their challenge to the upstanding classification. Attorney Bob Homan, in a statement on Wednesday, said his clients are weighing whether to request a rehearing due to concerns about the safety and security of those who make and sell hemp extract, including CBD. Though we appreciate the court's findings in the favor of the legitimacy of the Farm Bill Hemp Amendment, we are still disappointed with the court's findings that the final rule does not interfere with lawful hemp-related business activities, even as 29 members of Congress confirmed in their amicus brief to the court. Hoban wrote, given the pervasive confusion and irreconcilable conflicts of the law that have led to product seizures, arrests, and criminal charges against those involved in the lawful hemp industry, the petitioners believe that the final rule must be invalidated, sent to the court clarifying and further resolving these conflicts and their severe consequences. CBD does have medicinal value. The reason this is so frustrating is that CBD certainly does have a medicinal value and have been considered a godsend for millions of people who suffer from chronic pain. In fact, an advisory committee for the Food and Drug Administration recently approved pharmaceutical-grade cannabinoid CBD medicine as a treatment for methods of severe epilepsy. How can Schedule I substance, which is supposed to have no medicinal value, be FDA approved as a treatment? The people with cancer have also utilized cannabis, as multiple studies in the lab showed completely destroys cancer cells. Thankfully, the truth continues to come out, and before long, CBD and hopefully cannabis altogether will be completely removed. And the train coming by, completely removed from the Schedule I Controlled Substances Act. How could something be fully legal for recreational use in some states and soon will be all of Canada, yet regarded as such a bad drug in most of the United States? Come on, America. Get with the times. Legalize. Well, I can say this, my friends. No victim, no crime, period. The reason why the 18th Amendment got repealed because the states said no. And the states and municipalities said no. It's called nullification. It does work, and it can overcome. If every state in the union and local municipalities say no to the federal government, you're not going to do any encroachment on our jurisdiction. It's done, plain and simple. So this one really gets me the most. And of course, if you read Federalist Papers 46, written by James Madison, said the same thing about federal overreach. And of course, I use it case once again, Prince versus the United States. All you gotta do is look these things up. And it's self-explanatory. Got the 10th Amendment, Federalist Papers 46, and Prince versus the United States. Null and void, as far as I'm concerned. The DEA gets to say what the hell they want. I could care less. I know it does help. It does help a lot of pains. Okay? But the truth of the matter is, they're bending over from Big Pharma. The Drug Enforcement Agency spread their butt cheeks to the pharmaceutical cartel. That is why. And they're being exposed. It's going to blow back in their faces. Even if Jeff Sessions and the little Sputnik sidekicks can say whatever they want, it's too late. It's done. No exceptions. Do one more here. I just want to do a little brief. This is going to be brief today. And this came out here as well from Activist Post. This is by Max Slavo. I believe it's from SHTH Plan. If I'm correct, yeah, SHTFplan.com. And this is the one's about FBI warns cyber criminals are planning worldwide mass hacking of ATM machines. The question is, can this be a false flag attack? We'll continue on here. The FBI is warning of a worldwide mass hacking plot that could see millions of withdrawn from bank accounts. The major operation has forced the FBI to warn banks of an imminent cash attack on cash points around the globe. Banks have now been warned they could fall victim of unlimited operation in which millions of dollars could be withdrawn from cash mandates, according to The Independent, after the jackpotting scheme would see hackers use malware to take control of ATMs. Small banks with less sophisticated security are said to be the most vulnerable to this attack. The cash out will most likely take place over the course of a few hours on a weekend after most banks have closed. The FBI has obtained unspecified reporting indicating cybercriminals are planning to conduct a global automated teller machine cash-out scheme in the coming days, likely associated with an unknown card issuer breach and commonly referred to as an unlimited operation. States an FBI alert to banks that was obtained by cybersecurity expert Brian Krebs. Virtually all ATM cash-out operations are launched on weekends, often just as the financial institutions begin closing for business on Saturday, Krebs explained in a blog post. The historic compromises have included small and medium-sized financial institutions, likely due to less robust implementation of cybersecurity controls, budgets, or third-party vendors' vulnerabilities. The FBI expects the unequivocally of this activity to continue or possibly increase in the near future. The alert also stated. The website on Krebs on security report that criminals could rate fraudulent copies of bank cards by installing their data on reusable magnet strip cards. The FBI warned that a predetermined time of the co-conspirators withdraw account funds from ATMs using these cards. In order to maximize the payouts during such cyber attacks, hackers will often remove the fraud controls such as withdrawal limits. This allows perpetrators to empty cash machines of all money stored in them. The FBI advised banks to review their security measures to keep their software up to date and implement stronger protections when possible. As of now, there is no clear way that one can protect themselves from this hack. Obviously, if you don't have a bank account, you won't have to be concerned about this particular attack. Well, but make or break, right? So always expect these things. And it could be a false flag, too, that all we know. Inside job. Anything's possible. But the whole thing is, my friend, you never leave all your eggs in one basket, too. That's one thing for sure. And the funny thing about it, a lot of the big banks are actually they own your money, so you look that up too. And who will benefit from this? Possibly the big banks. If the smaller banks gets vulnerability, they may get merged and all that, or be bought out. That can happen too. I'm not saying it's a fact, but it's possible. Something to really look at. So, best thing to do is contact your banks in good faith without fear, but honorable, peace of mind, and have all your information. They should print everything out to you, and you can make your decisions. Well, like I said, let's have a brief time now. So, on this episode, I'd like to thank everyone out there. Plus, feel free to download and share us throughout your social media networks. If you have any questions, comments, or you're something that's interesting, man, want to check out, whatever you do, please address your correspondences with decorum. Just do a search engine. Look up my name, Lucky Luck Roman number 3, or Lucky Luck number 3. You'll find me on all these social media websites. But yours.com, they banned me from content at the time being, so hopefully that will be resolved. Didn't get a response yet. In addition, you can email me at LuckyLuck3@gmail.com or to encrypted ones with a Proton Mail account, LuckyLuck03@ProtonMail.com. All right, my friends. Once again, thank you for your time. Plus, always remember that demoniac resistance is healthy for the soul and can liberate humanity. Until next time, take care of yourselves. Keep on spreading love, and may your guardian spirits be with you.